Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good. It was pretty entertaining to watch. This has been on my anime watch list because I have this big long list. It's not even long, it's like one page of just like animes to watch. Right? I mean, it's right here. And KonoSuba has been on it. It's right there. I mean, I know you can't see it. It looks like a freaking UFO sighting, but yeah, it was on there. And I really want to talk about season one only because I only just finished watching that. I actually binged it. I binged it in one day, not entirely in one day, but I binged it I watched like 5 episodes one part of the day, and then another five before I went to sleep. So I binged the entire season before I went to bed. So and it was good. I know it was on here, and I wanted to start with that because I heard it was comedy, and comedy. Yes, it was comedy. It was really good comedy. It feels like it's a parody of like every was it Asakai? Is that what it's called? Every Asakai um, animes out there. Again, I'm not a big anime watcher. However, 2025 is looking like I'm gonna become a freaking full blown weeboo because I've been watching a lot of animes recently, more than I ever had in my 17 years of living on this earth. But I'm now watching. I just watched Konosuba, and I just heard like season three came out last year, and you guys had to wait like freaking what, eternity for it to come out, and it came out. So I feel like you know what, might as well watch the new one because might as well just start watching the entire series because it looks good, and I saw it. So with that in mind, I'm gonna talk about it. If you know about the story, I'm gonna do spoilers because God forbid this is like a freaking this is like a 9-year-old show. So I'm gonna talk about it. So Konosuba is a look. It seems to be like a satire, parody, comedy anime that's really entertaining for me. It doesn't have a good like combat in it. Like it doesn't have good fight scenes. It does have good fight scenes, but not as like bloody. There's barely any blood in this movie, which is kind of funny. I feel like the only reason why it's even like mature audience only is because of the nudity and like most just like the women in here are just have like the freaking breasticles out just out in the open like it's just some sort of freaking Miami spring break party like that's what it feels like and that's what it is. So the story follows a person named Kazuma. I think that's his name. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, but I'm not good with names. But Kazuma, he got hit by a car. He's also a freaking like introverted like neat man who like plays games all day, freaking MMORPGs all day. So basically me, right? It's like me going into freaking Konosuba, but he dies by a interesting death. Like he just died from a heart attack by saving a lady, which is kind of funny. And then he gets a second chance by basically respawning into a fantasy MMORPG. Like again, this is very like gamer MMORPG like type movie, and I like it because me as a certified happy open out of the closet gamer, this was pretty cool, and I understand all reference. This is like an MMORPG type of game. Like even it's based on levels. Like they keep talking about like leveling systems and like how I'm a higher level than you, and like different like they go on quests to earn coins in order for them to survive. They like go shelter. They do like quests that's like very dangerous. It's like an actual like they took a game right and like a freaking World of Warcraft or like Legend League of Legends, right, or like any other MMORPG game, and they just made it into an anime, and that's like the focus of it, and I like that a lot. I like it when they do it like that. That's pretty cool. So, Kazuma gets started to there, and then he is now teleported. He brought the lady who basically like was introducing him to the world, like kind of like the goddess of it, and then you know, he chose her to come with her, and she was very surprised, like, what the frick, why are you taking me? And then they get teleported to the world, and then boom, everything starts off. However, this is a comedy. This isn't a serious thing. If you don't like serious animes, you're gonna like this movie. You're gonna like this series a lot. You're gonna like this anime a lot. If you do like series and like freaking ReZero type of story, then definitely skip this because it's a satire thing, and I like it. I like when they get satire with it, and it's pretty cool. So obviously, uh, throughout the series, he basically just goes on adventures with her, and then they basically form like a guild party type of thing, and where they just, in order to get coins, you have to do different quests. And there's like this lady who has like her freaking chest out, like it's just out there, who gives them quests, and they give them money, and then it's like a whole. It's just like an MMORPG, which is pretty cool. So the thing about this show and then the thing about the characters is that Kazuma, it feels like he's the only logical person here. Like he knows like what he's doing, while almost the entire party of him is like just like the other three members of his party are just absolutely just dumb, not dumb but like just weird and stupid. So the goddess of water, who is named Aqua, is the lady who basically introduced him to this world and gave him a chance to live here, right? So he took her, and then Aqua is basically like a goddess of water, but she is extremely stupid, like actual like no brain, like zero IQ, stupid, and she has no idea what she's doing. So Kazuma really hates her. Like she hates her. He hates her so bad that he just doesn't form any love interest in her, which is kind of funny. And that's how much he hates her. But again, they're friends. They like each other. They, they'll fight for each other, and that's kind of like what it's like. Your the little stupid friend on the side. Then you have someone named Megamine, who is a very powerful. Again, these are all powerful. Like he has like actual like freaking powerful freaking like high level people on his guild, but they're absolutely weird and stupid. So Megamine is a mage, right? So Aqua was a goddess. Now Megamine is a mage. So she is a very powerful mage, but again, the one problem with her is that she can only cast one spell, which is a big explosion type of spell, which can like basically just obliterate everything in sight. It's her like fighting techniques are equivalent to like Mortal Kombat, but the only attacks that you can do is your X-rays, right? And that's it. You have to wait until your meter fills up, and then you can use your X-rays. That's like playing Mortal Kombat without, using combat or like using your buttons, or you're only using your supers. That's kind of like what she is, and it's kind of very bad because once she uses it, she gets very tired. She like faints on the floor, freaking almost passes out, and then you have to like wait until her mana like comes up, which is interesting. It's pretty cool. So like imagine just being that one dude who's very powerful. Like the only ability that you have to do is a very powerful explosion move that can basically just kill anybody on sight. It sucks. And then we have probably the most interesting character, Darkness. Darkness is that blonde lady that you see, right? And she is a very interesting fellow. She is very, very, very horny as crap. She's a full-blown masochist. Like, when it comes to freaking fighting anything or getting into pain, she just freaking ejaculates herself. Freaking ovulation, overload. Like, she just goes full-blown, like, turned on. But she's a crusader, also known as, like, the knight or, like, the swordsman type of thing, if you're very into, like, fantasy games. But she's interesting. She is, I think, what the frick am I talking about? She is the daughter of a very, very wealthy person who has like a mansion and all that. So she has like kind of like that rich people privilege thing. But again, she's very clumsy. Like she can't really hit anything with her sword, so she just like completely misses everything, and it's very cute. Again, she's also very hot, and then I think Kazuma really likes her a lot the most. Like I can tell that like throughout season 1, I can tell that he likes her the most compared to the other two of his guild, right? So again, I think Darkness is a pretty interesting character. Again, she is very perverted. She's very hentai, as you can say, but she's pretty cool. I like them. No, again, they're all cool, but again, I feel like Kazuma is the only like reasonable person in there, and then he just hates all of them equally because they're just stupid. They don't know what they're doing, and then Kazuma just actively keeps saying to himself, "I just want to get out of here. I don't like to be here. I don't want to be here with these stupid people. Get me out of here. I would rather have gone to heaven instead of here." Right? I mean, it's pretty interesting, like how much hate he has. Again, Kazuma is like your typical like indoor introverted like me, like plays video games all day, like walks in his house all day. I'm very surprised that he didn't like try to freaking romance or get out in a haram relationship with all these girls, and that can really show to you like how like mad or like how annoyed he is with these beautiful women, because all of them are beautiful, right, in their own ways. Like, and I'm surprised that Kazuma didn't really get he just didn't have any like attraction to them except for maybe Darkness, right? It's kind of weird, it's a pretty interesting story. The premise is that basically the entire thing is that in order for Aqua to get back to where she wants, which is, judging where people have to go, her and Zuma and obviously the squad has to kill the Devil King, who is basically that, like the almighty bad guy of this. And that's kind of like what they have to do throughout the entire season, so yeah. That's kind of like what I'm getting at. And it's obviously they go on stupid adventures. Everything's dumb. It's satire. You laugh. I mean, I laugh. Like those, they have like reoccurring events. It's a like a funny anime, right? And everybody there is so like it's very hard to explain. Like if you don't like the typical like story anime, like serious, like freaking like solo leveling or like One Piece, right? Uh, if you just want to like have a goof, like this is a perfect anime to watch on the meantime. It's really good. It just it does all the cliches. It makes fun of like actual freaking adventures out there, right? It make you laugh. Like obviously the characters act dumb. It's kind of like freaking like Big Bang Theory of anime. But I like it. Like it was entertaining. I was captivated. I mean, I watched literally 5 episodes, and I watched the entire season in one freaking day because I have nothing better else to do in life. So I watched it, and it was really good. Uh, Again, I think probably the most weirdest episode, probably like the most weirdest episode is obviously episode 9. That was caught me literally almost off guard. I literally thought I was going into like actual hentai territory with episode 9, so I got really like nervous. But you know, it's supposed to make you laugh. That's what KonoSuba is. I really like um, how it just keeps you very entertained. I like all the episodes in here. They're pretty good. There wasn't really any weak episodes that made me like fall asleep, bored, tired. Like I was pretty entertained, and that's what it did, right? So I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what season 2. I actually just started watching the first episode of season 1. I just finished season 1 of season 2. I just finished watching the first episode of season 2, and so far it just looks like it's just kicking right back where it left off. So it's very interesting. Again, it's like it's a very satirical parody anime that's just supposed to be for the goofs and the hollers. Again, not every single joke hits. Like not every single joke you'll be like busting out, freaking peeing your pants, laughing every time a character talks or breathes. Like that's not that kind of anime. Obviously, there'll be some things in there. Maybe as even a gamer, that will probably even hit you pretty cool because they do a lot of like gamer things. Like they give you like quests and like a lot of you gamers out there who like sits down all day being a freaking NEET, playing MMORPGs all day, wasting money on that. I'm pretty sure you can relate to this anime as well to a certain degree, right? So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna stop right there because I really do want to talk about this anime way much more, but it's really good. If I can rate it out season 1 only, if I can rate it out of 10, this would probably be a good 8. 8 or maybe like a 7.5. It's really good. Again, it's not series. I didn't go into here expecting like actual freaking like Parasite level like storytelling. Like it was a good one. It was entertaining. It kept me entertained, and that's all that mattered. It was good. So I'll keep watching it. I'm still on season 2. Might go to season 3 because again, I got reminded of that on my notes thing, and I just heard that like the fans of this anime waited like freaking 9 years for it to come back. So yeah, might as well watch the series, see what the hype is all about. And again, I will continue my anime freaking reboot crap throughout this entire year, hopefully. And again, this is like probably the most animes I watch in a single year because long time ago I really just didn't like anime at all. I just didn't want to watch it. Like you can tell my friends like I just really despise anime. Like even if I see like a glimpse of a freaking waifu, like a freaking anime character, I like close my eyes like I'm looking at some sort of freaking like I'm in like freaking sleep paralysis. Like I just don't want to look at it at all. But I'm going over that. I have become older, and hopefully I can realize that maybe anime is the way to go, right? I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna feed. Obviously, I still like watching like your like American hit shows and all that, but anime is really good. I would definitely like want to basically say that the Studio Ghibli films is what got me more into anime. When I watched it with my mom, I'm like, wow, this is really good. Let's see what all the other ones are like, right? So I'm coming in here very like just out open. I might watch KonoSuba, and then maybe I might go freaking like solo leveling or like just whatever. Like again, I haven't watched a lot of animes, but hopefully that will change this year. So yeah, that was KonoSuba. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It's pretty cool. You should watch it. If you haven't, then watch it. It's really good. That's it. Thanks for watching.